Hello and welcome back to the another episode of the Hindu News Analysis. Well, it is 20th June today, and in this video, we are going to discuss some important articles which could be very much relevant for your preparation if you are preparing for UPSC or other PSC exams. Now, before we'll start our discussion, I would like to give the brief introduction about our initiative, which we started from 2nd June, and the name of the initiative is Target IAS 2026. Under this initiative, every day we upload two videos. One in the morning session where we will discuss the current affairs, which is this video. In it, we discuss the important articles which are relevant for your preparation, whether respect to prelims or mains, and we discuss them in a very detailed manner. And finally, we derive the possible prelims or mains questions which could be relevant for your preparation from these important articles. This is what we do in the first video, and in the second video we discuss the static syllabus. And we had promised you that by the month of Jan 2026 we are going to complete your full syllabus, and under it we are going to conduct every subject which is required for you except optionals. So this is about the initiative. If you are interested in it, please be part of it. We are every day conducting these classes which could be very much relevant for you, and it may help you, and this is totally free. So with this, without any delay, let's start our discussion with the first article which was in the news today about the unregulated drinks rethinking alcohol control in India. Basically it is talking about the alcohol consumption, alcohol consumption in India, and what are the various issues related to it. So it has highlighted this article here, it has highlighted few important facts with respect to the alcohol consumption in India, with respect to the how, if we will see the National Family Health Survey. It has given the fact given by the National Health Survey of India, National Family Health Survey of India, and it has shown that approximately 23% of male population in our country are consuming alcohol, and 1% of female population is consuming alcohol. So this much alcohol is consumed by the by our countrymen. And also it has highlighted an important statement that the minimum mLs of alcohol which humans can take is 0 ml. So in nutshell, it is saying that you should not add, we cannot even afford to drink alcohol. The minimum, the safe ml for that, the safe limit is not to take alcohol. So here the article cites few important points why people are so much involved in drinking alcohol, what are the reasons for that, and finally it gives the solution, how government can intervene and this consumption of alcohol will get reduced, and how this consumption of alcohol is one of the major causes of cirrhosis of liver. Health concerns arise because of it, and other various accidents. There are various rape cases in our country, there are various accidents happening because of the drunken driving and all that. This is all discussed in this small article which is very beautifully written. Now let us see. The article here highlights that what can be the reasons why people get attracted towards the drinking alcohol. What are the reasons for which people are drinking alcohol? What are the major reasons? Here the author has highlighted few important facts. First one, it is the influence. Usually what people do, they do it under the influence of someone. For example, you might have some friend circle, and one or two of them will be the addicts of alcohol, or they will be the smokers. They will be the they will be the smokers. They like to smoke. When you are in such when you are in such environment, you are in a way influenced. You are out of your will, you are forced to do this, to act like the same. It is in your subconscious that if you want to compete with them, if you want to be as important as they are, so you have to be like them, and you unconsciously you try to be like them and you adopt these habits. So influence is, in this way, influence is one of the issue. And also We follow these celebrities. The article has highlighted that the way we follow the celebrities, the celebrity culture in our country, it is very huge. We had seen how there are conflicts between the fans of two celebrities. So the way our people take the celebrities for granted, it is something else. And when they show their coolness in the movies, that they are drinking alcohol, and it becomes very cool for them, and they attract a woman because of that. So it also influences their fan following. So this is also how influence can lead to the alcohol, and it is one of the major reason that people in our country are drinking alcohol. Usually, especially the youth one who had just cleared their 11th 12th exams, they get attracted in this way. Then the second way, which was highlighted by the article here, is the cheapness of the alcohol, especially cheapness of the alcohol, especially the desi alcohol, how cheap it is, and it is very much affordable for everyone. Anybody can get it, of particular age, and in the black market anybody can get this alcohol, and how cheap it is, so it is becoming very much available for them. So here is a concern that whether it should be, whether we should include alcohol for human consumption under GST or not. Whether there should be a common national policy with respect to that. So this is also one of the issue why it is cheap, why states try to control the alcohol for human consumption, because they generate their revenues through it, and in a way it helps to build the state revenue. So this cheapness of the alcohol is also one of the reason it is easily available to the people. Then also the author has highlighted the government policies, how the government policies how government policies are impacting it. Since we know that there is a ban on certain products. For example, you cannot do the advertisement of cigarettes, but or some other brand of such brands. But what they do, there is no blanket ban all over them. So what the companies they go for the surrogate ads, and in a way they gain the attention of the people. So this lack in this hole in the policies is one of the way it is contributing to the consumption of alcohol in our country. So these are some of the issues. These are some of the issues which lead to the consumption, and one of the major issue is the influence of the people, and influence the peer pressure we fall in, or we have some family problems, that's why people go for this, or we go through the breakups. They usually young men, they face this issue. So these are the major ways in which this alcohol is consumed, and these are some major ways which are highlighted by the author, that because of these reasons this alcohol consumption is so high in our country. And we know that how much dangerous alcohol is, the cirrhosis of liver caused by it. Even though there are some advertisements which even on the YouTube you would find that alcohol is of certain amount of alcohol is good for health, but that is totally incorrect. Alcohol, as per the article, it is 0 ml alcohol is good for you. That is, you cannot even imagine to drink it. So what is the way forward here now? What can be the solution to it? How we can reduce this consumption? What can be the way forward for it? Let's try to find out how government can intervene. And it is basically the government's intervention. If they will try to intervene in it, then only it can the consumption of it can reduce. So basically, if we'll talk about alcohol and this for example cigarettes, they come under the sin goods, or we can say they come under the habit forming goods. So whatever taxation you go for, people will still try to buy it. So it is an opportunity for the state or for the center to, if center will bring this a common national policy with respect to it, it can be the opportunity for the center or for the revenue of the country, that they should increase the taxation with respect to it. The taxation should be increased to the highest level, so that first of all, those people who are below poverty line or middle class people, they will try to get away of this habit, because their families, their economic condition will not afford them to drink every day. And For the rich ones, they can even consult their doctor. They have various ways to cover this issue, but the major reason, the major sufferers of this alcohol consumption, it is either the middle class or the lower middle class or the poor people. They, if they drink it, they drink it irregularly, and they have huge concerns on their health as well as their family. So how we can impact it, how we can target it? We can increase the taxation limit on it. It will also generate the revenue for the government, and as well as it will in a way tell the people that it is it is out of your league to get it. So this is this in simpler terms, we can we can understand it. So taxation can be increased. Second, access to alcohol for everyone can be curbed. There are different states, as it is under this state of, under the control of the states in our country. So there are different rules with respect to what is the drinking age of the alcohol. So it should be curbed, it should be made universal in our country, it should be made national wise, and it should be curbed. There should be a strong hold on it. So access to alcohol should be very much curbed. Then also there should be the check down on exercise advertisement. Check down on advertisement, what kind of advertisements are going on, what are these surrogate ads, and there should be a blanket ban on those. And also there should be the awareness campaign should be separated by social media or in schools at the very beginning, at the very preliminary levels. It should be educated to the people what are its harsh impacts when they are given, when these the labeling of these bottles or the boxes, it should be done in a plain paper, it should not be that attractive. And also the misinformation which is spread by the social media, that it is somehow helpful for the people, helpful for the health, it should be curbed by the usage of the the artificial intelligence we have, the technology we have. Those videos should be readily flagged that these videos are misinforming the people. It is totally against the it is going to the consumption of alcohol in any in any any consumption, in any whatever the usage of alcohol is, it is at the end very much dangerous for your health. So this is what the article actually talks about. It says that there is a need for the national policy, that the national policy regarding alcohol consumption, there is definitely a need for that, which will connect every dot here, and it would be controlled in a very uniform way, and in this way we can curb it. So the article here highlights these are the issues, this is the way forward, and what is the major way forward, what is the major need right now? The major need is the national policy regarding alcohol consumption. So there is this need right now. So with respect to this, I hope you had understood the article. Now let's try to solve the question which we had derived from it, which could be relevant for your preparation. Let us see what does the question say. Question says, which of the following statements regarding the taxation of alcohol in India is are correct? First statement, alcohol for human consumption falls under the purview of goods and services tax. No, it is incorrect. If it was for the industrial consumption, then yeah, but for human consumption, it does not fall under goods and services tax. So first statement is incorrect. Second statement, states governments have the power to levy excise duty on the manufacture and sale of the alcohol for human consumption. 100% correct. The revenue from taxation on alcohol contributes significantly to the exchequer of both the center and the state. That's also true. How center gets it by when they import the alcohol, they get through import duties and all that. So with respect to this question, the correct statement is option C. So with this, I hope you had understood the question here as well as the context of the question. Now let's move to the another article and see what does the article talk about. Well, here we recently there were huge crisis in the South Asia, crisis in South Asia, especially between, if I will be more precise, between India and Pakistan. After Pahalgam attack. After Pahalgam attack, the crisis in India and Pakistan, we started the operation Sindoor, whose major reason was to avenge the human loss in Pahalgam and to teach lesson to the Pakistani militants that they should not dare to think of that. And we launched this Operation Sindoor to attack the militant territories, militant establishments in the Pakistani region. So with respect to that, how then we saw that how Pakistan also retaliated against it, and there was a brief, we can say brief crisis were going on between India and Pakistan. So with respect to that, we saw that one thing was very much clear. What was that thing? That thing, what is very much clear, that in this war, whenever if there is any war, God forbid, between India and Pakistan, we are not going to fight only with Pakistan, but there is a nexus between Pakistan and China, because we saw that even in this small brief conflict, we saw that how China logistically, whether technologically, or whether through their mapping system, through their radars, how they helped Pakistan in this brief time period. So it is very much understood for us that if ever we are going to fight with Pakistan, if ever there is going to be any battle with Pakistan, we are not only fighting with Pakistan, we are also fighting with China at the same time. So what our approach is, we are not going to deter, we are not in a race with the, with respect to the security, with respect to the weaponry, with respect to artillery that we have. We are not in a race with what Pakistan should have, what Pakistan has, but we should be in race with what China is developing, because that is eventually what Pakistan is going to use. So with respect to this, we saw the unconditional support from China towards Pakistan. So after this, it is the first time after the Operation Sindoor, or we can say Pahalgam attack, when our defense minister Rajnath Singh is going to participate, is going to visit outside India, is going to have a meeting outside India, and that too in China. About China, we should know that is after 4 years, our defense minister is visiting China, but right now it is a multilateral institute, and it is for the common good for all these countries which are part of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And it is first time, first time after 4 years, our defense ministry is visiting China, and it is first time after Operation Sindoor we are visiting these foreign nationals, especially China. So with respect to this, it is going to be very much important. What I believe for India, as our policy is very much we believe in multilateralism, we have to think it in a different way. Even though during the non-alignment movement, when we launched it, when there were two blocks in the world, when there were especially two blocks in the world, and we understood that what our approach should be, and we saw that how Pakistan started to align with USA's bloc, and it was opportunity, and we in a way were forced to align with USSR. But this time, the condition is slightly different. The condition, even though we cannot trust USA that much, we cannot trust USA, that we discussed that in our previous class, we cannot trust USA fully. They have this nostalgia towards Pakistan, but still the harm is bigger this time. We have the nexus of China and Pakistan, and also we know that the dependence of Russia on China, it is something different. If ever, God forbid, there is any war between India and China, Russia is never going to support India in this war, in this conflict. Russia is never going to support them, because they are highly dependent on China. So it is right time for India to decide about its foreign policy, how they should align it, right? Even though the multilateralism is very beautiful one, but still there is a scope to align, to tilt towards one. And for India, what is better? It is better to tilt towards West. To me, according to me, it is better to tilt towards West, even though USA is not that confident, is not that trustworthy, but still we have to understand one thing. If the relationship between USA and India, even though we had met our goals, even though USA has called many times that could be their best friend, India is their best friend, but still there is little doubt, there is hesitance from both sides. If this hesitance would be removed, if the Russia factor would be removed, or this aligning factor would be removed, then I personally believe that USA, the Western bloc, can be good for India's foreign interests. Western bloc can be good for that. So coming back, it was out of the topic. Coming back to the article here, it is first time India is visiting, Indian Defense Minister is visiting China after 4 years, and it is first time after Pahalgam attack, after Operation Sindoor, they are visiting China, and we had seen how how China has aligned with it. So that's why it is going to be very much important for our understanding. And here we should know that about Shanghai Cooperation Organization, India very lately joined it because of the because of Russia. India joined it, and after that Pakistan also joined because of China. So we are not the founding members of it. And also one more thing we need to know, who is the highest decision making body for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization? It is the heads of the state. It is the group of heads of the state, group of heads of the state, because it was mentioned in the article, so it can be relevant for your prelims exam. Group of heads of the state is the highest body in this organization. So with respect to this, let's have a look at the prelims question which could be relevant for your preparation. Here the question says, consider the following statements regarding the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. First, India became a full member of SCO in 2017. Correct. The SCO focuses primarily on economic cooperation and cultural exchange. No, even though it focuses on it, but it has the security issue to focus on security and counter terrorism. It is the major issue of it, combating terrorism, extremism, and separation. So that is the major focus of it. Third, the regional anti-terrorist structure, or RATS, is a permanent body of SCO aimed at combating terrorism, extremism, and separatism. That is true. Fourth statement, all permanent members of the United Nations Security Council are also full members of the SCO. No, totally incorrect. So with respect to this question, the correct statements are statement 1 and statement 3 only, and from the code given below, the correct code would be option B. Now with this, let's move to the another article. Let's see what the article here is. Here the article talks about India's FDI as foreign direct investment. It has slid, or we can say it has gone down to 1.8% in 2024. And the major reason for that is the global crisis right now. Right now because of Iran, that is different, but a global crisis in the world. We had seen the Russia-Ukraine war, and also the Israel genocide on Gaza, and also their attacks on Yemen and all that. The different countries in the world are right now, there are tensions going on. Because of that, there is this conflict, there is slid in the FDI. And one more thing, there was another article which basically talked about this foreign direct investment in the SDGs, for the what were the SDG goals, which we have to compete by 2030. For such industries which would contribute to these SDG goals, the investment has gone down, especially with respect to infrastructure, with respect to health. With respect to infrastructure, it has gone very much down. With respect to renewable energy, it has gone also down. So this is the concern which was raised here. So this is what is mentioned in the article. Very small article, but very much relevant for your preparation. And see how a question can be asked with respect to it. The question says, consider the following statements regarding foreign direct investment in India. First statement, FDI in most sectors in India is allowed under the automatic rule requirement, requiring no prior government approval. That is true. The Make in India initiatives aims to boost domestic manufacturing and attract foreign investment. Correct. Portfolio investment is considered a more stable and long-term form of investment than FDI. Totally incorrect, because FDI is investment in the in the hard assets. For example, you would invest in infrastructure, land, and all that. But this portfolio investment, it is investing in shares, and it is not long time. They can go away from the Indian share market anytime. So this third statement is incorrect. Fourth statement, India's FDI policy is primarily governed by the Foreign Exchange Management Act Directive. That is also true. So with respect to this question, the correct statements are statement 1, statement 2, and statement 4. And from the code given below, the correct code would be option B. With this, let's move to the another slide. Here, the article is talking about ASIs to organize global meet on decoding Indus Valley script. From one thing about Indus Valley civilization is that it is the world's only living civilization. World's only living civilization till now. What were the traits in the Indus Valley civilization, they are still continuing even today. We had seen various pictures. When we will discuss the ancient history, we will definitely discuss this point in a very detailed manner. But one thing about Indus Valley civilization is that it is script. It is script is has never been fully decoded by anyone, even though there was a person, I'm forgetting right now his name. He was historian. I don't know whether he is living or dead. He has once promised that he has read, he has understood, he has decoded every script of Indus Valley civilization, but yet the results were not accepted by the historians, and still right now the Indus Valley script, it has not been decoded. So with respect to this, the Archaeological Survey of India, it is going to organize global meet in which many geologists would be, historians would be asked around the world to help in decoding the Indus Valley civilization. So this about it. So with respect to this, a prelims question which can be asked, let's have a look. It says, consider the following statements regarding the Archaeological Survey of India. First statement, it is an attached office of the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, correct. Its primary function is to exploration, evacuation, conservation and preservation of ancient monuments and archaeological sites and remains of national importance. That is also true. The Director General of the ASI is a position held only by the archaeologist. This is incorrect. It is held by the bureaucrat, who can be the IAS officer. So this statement is incorrect, and he may belong to any field. Fourth statement, it is responsible for maintaining the museums at various archaeological sites across India. That is also true. So with respect to this question, the correct statements are statement 1, statement 2 and statement 4, and from the code given below, the correct code would be option C. Now moving to the last but one article here. The article is about the Kiladi. There has been excavations going on since years now. About it is in the Tamil Nadu. With respect to it, it is in Tamil Nadu, Kiladi. So this site becomes important for you. A prelims question can be asked. Recently, Kiladi seen in news belongs to which state? As such question can be asked in the prelims exam. So you can highlight it is in Tamil Nadu. Now, what is the issue? There has been the survey going on, and many things has been evacuated, excavated from the land below land there. There had been pots being excavated and many other instruments. So with respect to this, now the Tamil Nadu government wants to reach to the statement that it was the ancient civilization, or we can say it was the continuation of the Indus Valley civilization. But the government is stopping right now because they want to further evaluate it, and then there is the political tussle which we don't have to go in. But here what is important, this Kila the site which is in Tamil culture, that is important, and it is believed that it is the continuation of the Indus Valley civilization. So this is what you need to know. Now with this, let's move to the last article of today's discussion. Here the article is talking about the thug life. There is some sentiments were heard in the Karnataka because of the dialogue, one of the dialogue in this movie. So the case, they wanted to take that dialogue away or have a full ban on this movie. So with respect to this, SC has criticized this conflict right now, how people from Karnataka are behaving. According to SC, that this is the form of, if you are making movie, this is a form of free speech, and why you are behaving like that? You are going for these hartals, you are blocking the roads. It is not the proper way to to show your anger towards it. You can just don't watch the movie, that is enough. Or maximum you can come to the court, but the way you are behaving is not good. It is, according to the Supreme Court, it is the form in which you express your feelings. So it is a form of free speech and expression, making the movies. So this is a little update about it. Now with this, we had completed our today's discussion. I hope you would like the video. I hope you would share it with your friends, and I definitely hope you would subscribe the channel. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. And if there is anything else I have to mention. Yeah, everything is completed. I guess. Yeah, with this, thank you very much for staying with us and have a nice day. And yeah, one thing I would like to mention here is, please, if you are watching this video, please get ready for the static syllabus. The video would be uploaded exactly at 7 p.m. Right now we are discussing the fundamental right. Actually, we had completed fundamental rights, and from today we are going to discuss the DPSPs. So if you are interested in getting this free coaching, we try our best to deliver the best lectures for you. We try to deliver the lectures which, if you will go to the coaching institute, for that you will be giving them in thousands or in lakhs. So we are giving you totally free here. We are giving you the current affairs discussion, we are giving you the static syllabus discussion, and we are also making notes for you. If you are interested, you could buy those notes from us. Only 200 rupees per subject, that is the price, and it won't change, it won't go down, it won't go up. If you are interested, please do consult us, do mail us. We will definitely try to give you what you want. So with this, thank you for staying with us. Thank you very much and have a nice day.